Welcome. This is Astrologer Elevate Your Thinking, the channel where we speak about astrology, spirituality, and philosophy. And in this video, we're going to be speaking about what does the second house represents in astrology. The second house is the house of possession, meaning your wealth, what you value in life, and it's your upbringing. It's also your family members, all your family members, from your cousins, your aunts, all of them, your uncles. They're seen through the second house. Were you born in a good type of family? Were you born in a wealthy family or in a poor family? Were you born in a positive environment or a negative environment? It's seen through the condition of the second house. And to examine the condition of the second house, you need to know what planet is controlling the second house. You need to know what planet is sitting in the second house. And you need to know where the Lord of the second house is going in the chart and how it is played. Is it good or is it bad? Is it exalted or debilitated? Will show how your family and what your family is doing in your life and what they're providing to you in your life. Second house is the house of income. How will you make your income? Where your money is coming from. And as in the body part, it represents the face. This face. The shape of your face. Are you a model? Are you a serious looking person? And it shows this part, your throat, how your voice sounds, how your speech is, the sound quality. And because it's the second house, it's your money, what you do in your life to provide yourself with income. Because it's your throat, which you're feeding in your body. First house is your body. And then the second most important thing in this world, you could say, is nutrients, providing nutrients to your body. So you go to the second house, how you feeding your body. So let's just dive right into it. And it shows also your saving abilities. Are you good with saving money? Or is it difficult for you? Now let's give an example about the second house. Let's say you have Saturn in the second house. This shows that you will grow up in a very harsh environment, especially if Saturn is not well placed in sign. Let's say Saturn is let's say debilitated in Aries. And this means that especially when you was born in a poor family, and at an early age you had to work for what you want in life. Finance really didn't came as easy to you. You're going to have to do a lot of hard labor work. Family members are very independent and they're doing their own thing. They're not really there to support you as much. You see? And if Aries is in the second house, that means you're a Pisces ascendant. So the 11th Lord is going to the second house. So 11th house is network circles and older siblings. Network circle could not be very helpful, and elder sibling as well. And because the 12th house is also controlled by Saturn and is going in the second house, and it's your throat. 12th house could be addiction, but also spirituality as well. But because it's going to your throat, it shows that you could use like type of like drugs and addiction. Whereas let's say if Saturn is exalted in the second house, This changes everything. You have a lot of good type of balance interaction with your family members, and they're able to help you progress in life. They will help you build relationship, not just with your family, but with people that will be very beneficial for you to accumulate your income. And for that, if you have Libra in the second house, that means you're a Virgo ascendant. And Saturn for Virgo ascendant is controlling the 5th and the 6th house. So 6th house is going to the 2nd house, exalted. So that means that you will make a lot of money through providing a service. When you go out in public and provide a service, it will be very beneficial for you. You will gain a lot of money. You will gain money through your enemies. The enemies won't really destroy you as much. They won't really burden you as much because you know how to compromise. Well, oh, you got a problem? All right, let's settle this. Let's figure it out. What's the problem? You know how to deal with problems. And 5th house is also the Lord. Saturn is controlling the 5th house, is going to the 2nd house. So children will be very educated. They will follow the rules that you establish, that you gain from your family members. And also you could gain a lot of money through speculative business. You can make your money through speculations. You see, depending on what planet sits in the 2nd house and how the condition of the 2nd house is, will show if you will make money easily in this life, or would it be a struggle? What type of environment of family you will be raised in a positive or negative. Now let's say you have Venus in the 2nd house in Taurus. Whoa, this is a very powerful placement. You can even be born in a rich family. Literally. Like you could be high class type of people. And because for Aries ascendant, Venus is controlling the 7th house with the sign of Libra and is going to the 2nd house. So this means that you only seek for a partner who will provide financial security to you. If not, then you're just not interested. With this placement, he needs, or if it's a guy, she needs to have tons of wealth. She needs to add on, or he needs to add on a lot of money to your bank account. That's primary. And it depends as well. Let's say Saturn is in the 12th house, right? Let's put Saturn in the 12th house now. It's aspecting Venus. Then this person really will be more practical about relationship. They won't really seek that super high status type of person, but yet they still need that financial security. But let's say Venus is in Gemini in the 2nd house. This shows that with your family members, that's where you find your pleasure, when you communicate, when you interact with your family. Your family help you develop your speech, develop your communication skills. And because you're a Taurus ascendant, Venus will be controlling the 6th house. And again, it's going to the 2nd house. That means through service, you will gain money. Especially when you communicate, you just know how to communicate, and that's how you will build your wealth. And also because Venus represents female, when Venus is in the 2nd house, it shows that females are going to bring wealth to you. Especially if you're a guy, your wife is going to bring money to you. If you're a female and Jupiter is in the 2nd house, that means that your husband will bring wealth to you, because Jupiter represents a husband. He will bring money to you. But if Saturn is there, Saturn's older people, Saturn is restriction. Saturn will restrict you from getting money until you become mature, until you become a workaholic. Then Saturn will, after the age of 28, when Saturn returns, that's when you're going to start receiving tons of money, and you will be very strict about saving money. So Saturn will be negative early on, but as you age, as you pass the 28 age, it will be very positive. If Rahu, the planet of obsession, is in the second house, and you could be very, very obsessed about gaining a lot of wealth. You strive for financial stability. Like, you just don't want the best phones, the best cars. You want everything that life has to offer. So you become money hungry, very obsessed about money. Now, and Rahu finds ways to get his wealth, because Rahu represents breaking taboo, breaking the norms of society. Rahu is an unusual energy. It's not even a planet. So they can lie a lot. When they speak, they lie a lot to get what they want. They will do anything possible to make you believe something so you could buy it, so you could give them money. They will expose their face, because Rahu is aspecting the 10th house to gain their wealth. So they become very clever when it comes to how I'm gonna get my money, how I'm gonna build my wealth. Now let's speak about what happens, let's say, when the second lord travels to other houses. See, when you want to look at where you will make your money, it's easier when a planet is going in the second house, because it shows that that house is bringing you the money, it's bringing you the wealth. But how will you make your money is seen by where the lord of the second house is going in the chart. So let's say the second lord is in the 7th house, and you are a Leo ascendant. That means Mercury is controlling the second house. Mercury goes to the 7th house in the sign of Aquarius. This means that you will make your money through business. You will know this is a very favorable position for business. You could be a businessman. You know how to go out there and mingle with people. And because it's in the sign of Aquarius, when you communicate, it will be in a broader sense. People will just hear you. You will know how to gather a large amount of people and make them think on a certain way in your belief and how the project should go. But again, a very business savvy person. If Mercury is controlling the second house and it's going to the 7th house, you make your money through business. Now, let's say the second lord is in the 10th house, and second lord is Mars. That means at the side of Aries. So you're a Pisces ascendant. Mars is going to the 10th house in the sign of Sagittarius. This means that you will make your money through exposing yourself, to being out there and exposing yourself and teaching other people, becoming a preacher, becoming like a guru type of figure out in public. You will receive your income. You will make your money. You will be this teacher that's very motivated, because Mars is a soldier. Imagine a soldier now having to take the role of a teacher, because Sagittarius represents teaching. So it's like a very aggressive type of teacher. Because a Pisces ascendant, Pisces are all about spirituality. So when they go out there and they preach about their belief, because their energy is in the sign of Sagittarius, they're going to come out very upfront, very straightforward, and very powerful in their speech about what they believe in. And this is going to make them very, very will striving to accomplish what they want in their career. Now let's give another last example. Let's say Jupiter is controlling your second house, and Jupiter is going in the fifth house of speculation, of fun and games, entertainment, of love, what you love doing, of children. And Jupiter is controlling the second house with the sign of Sagittarius. That means you're a Scorpio ascendant, and it's going in the fifth house. So that means it's in the sign of Pisces. This is a very, very beautiful placement for you to go into an artistic field. You will automatically, as soon as you start making something like beautiful, art-wise, you will start receiving a lot of income, because the energy of the second house, the Lord, is very well placed. It's beautiful because it's sitting in its second sign of Pisces. So as soon as you activate that energy, as soon as you start doing something creative, money gonna start coming in very quickly in your life, if Saturn is not aspecting the second house. And when you have children, you're gonna be blessed with beautiful children. You're gonna have a very spiritual connection with your children, a very artistic relationship with your children. In academics, you will be very, very well in academics, but also on the spiritual side as well. So that's how you want to see the second house. You just want to see what aspects is the second house receiving, the condition of the second house, what planet is sitting in the second house, and where the second lord is going in the chart. And this will show you what type of family environment you was raised in, and where you will make your income, and what you value in life. When you dive to the second house, when you go towards the second house, that's what you value. And if the second lord is debilitated, you don't know what you value. But if it's exalted, you already know way too much about what you value. And if the second lord is sitting in the second house as well, you're comfortable with what you know. You know what you value. So second house, it's all about your upbringing, your family, your income, your savings. Thanks for watching, guys. Astrologer, elevate your thinking. Make sure to like, share, subscribe for much more video about spirituality, philosophy, and astrology. The movement will just keep getting bigger, right? Thank you.